All right, this is a key to topic 28 worksheet 1, and on this worksheet you're given linear equations and you want to graph these linear equations using intercepts. So make sure you follow directions. It did say use intercepts. So remember, when finding the x or the y-intercept, and also keep in mind it did say write as an ordered pair and label the intercepts on the graph. So make sure you follow directions. But when finding x and y-intercept, remember the x-intercept is where the graph crosses the x-axis. So I want you to remember that no matter where you cross the x-axis, if you think about this point here is negative 6, 0. These coordinates here is negative 4, 0, and so on. No matter where you are on the x-axis, the y-coordinate is 0. So to find the x-intercept, you're going to let y equal 0. The same idea with the y-intercept. So if you look at the y-intercept, that's the point where the graph crosses the y-axis. So no matter where you are on the y-axis, if you look at this point here, that point has coordinates 0, negative 4. This point here has coordinates 0, negative 6. So notice no matter where you are on the y-axis, the x-coordinates are all the same. So to find the y-intercept, you're going to let x equal 0. Okay, so that's the approach you're going to take here. So if we look at number 1, you have 3x minus 4y equal negative 12. So let's go ahead and find the x-intercept. So to find the x-intercept, remember you're going to let y equal 0. So I have 3 times x minus 4 times 0 equals negative 12. So in place of y, I'm going to substitute 0. So the fact that this factor 0 means that negative 4 times 0 is 0. So really all you have is 3x equals negative 12. And then you get x by itself, you divide both sides by 3. So I get that the x-intercept is a negative 4. But remember, it said rise in ordered pair, so make sure you follow directions. So the ordered pair will be negative 4, comma 0. All right, and then to find the y-intercept, I'm going to go ahead and put that here. So the y-intercept, you're going to let x equal 0. So if x is 0 this time, I have 3 times 0 minus 4y equals negative 12. Well, 3 times 0 is 0, right? And 0 minus 4y is a negative 4y equals negative 12. So make sure you're careful with your signs. And then dividing both sides by negative 4, I get y-intercept to equal a positive 3. And so as an ordered pair, that's what the directions said, as an ordered pair, I get 0, 3. So make sure you put these zeros in the right place. So x-intercept, the y is 0, y-intercept, the x is 0. Okay, now here's how you're going to graph this. It did say label the intercepts. So first of all, let's plot the point negative 4, 0. So here's negative 4, 0. That's the x-intercept. That's where the graph's going to cross the x-axis. Let's plot the point 0, 3. 0, 3 is here. This is 0, 3. That's where the graph's is going to cross the y-axis. Now labeling means this. Write it as 0, 3 and write this as negative 4, 0. And then you draw your line. Make sure you use arrows as well. So here's your line. So any point on this line is an ordered pair on this equation, is a solution to this equation. All right, so that's all you do. So let's look at the second one. In number 2, let's go ahead and find the x-intercept. So to find the x-intercept, remember you're going to let y equals 0. So this time we have 2x plus 3 times 0 equals 15. 3 times 0 is 0, so this is 2x equal 15. Divide both sides by 2. I get x to be 15 halves, which is 7 and 1 half, right? 7 1 half, or 7.5. All right, now, so as an ordered pair, we're going to say 7 and a half, comma 0. Or you could say 15 halves if you want to, or 7.5 since it terminated. Now that was 7 1/3. You wouldn't write as a decimal because 1/3 does not terminate. For the y-intercept, So let's find the y-intercept. To find the y-intercept, you're going to let x equal 0. So if x is 0, I get 2 times 0 plus 3y equal 15. 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 3y is 3y equal 15. And so to get y by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by 3. And I get my y-intercept to equal 5. 15 divided by 3 is 5. As an ordered pair, you're going to say 0, comma 5. All right, so now let's plot those points. So 0, 5 is right here, right? So that's the y-intercept. Now 7.5 makes you put that in the right place. So here's 6, here's 8, here's 7, right here. And so 7.5 is right in the middle of 7 and 8. And now we're going to label this. We're going to label this as 0, 5, and this right here will be 7.5, comma 0. So that's what I mean by labeling. You draw your line, make sure you use arrows. Use arrows because remember these lines extend in both directions. If you don't draw arrows, that's inferring that those are segments. All right, so that's that one. So that's number 2. All right, very simple, right? X-intercept, let y equal 0. Y-intercept, let x equal 0. And then you solve for the variables. Okay, number 3, we have this. So in number 3, we want to graph this line using intercepts. Make sure you follow directions. So let's find the x-intercept. To find the x-intercept, you can let y equal 0. So if I let y equal 0, I get 0 right here equals 3x minus 6. Getting x by itself, I'm going to go ahead and add 6 to both sides. So I get 6 equals 3x, right? Dividing both sides by 3, I get that my x-intercept is going to equal 2. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So my x-intercept, you're going to say 2, comma 0. Y is 0. For the y-intercept, you're going to let x equal 0 this time. So if x is 0, I get y equal 3 times 0 minus 6. 3 times 0 is 0. 0 subtract 6 is negative 6. I found my y-intercept to be negative 6. As an ordered pair, this is going to be 0, negative 6. Okay, we're going to plot those points. So 2, 0. The x-intercept, 2, 0 is here. Okay. Y-intercept is 0, negative 6. That's down here. 0, negative 6. And so let's label these. So that's 2, 0, and that's 0, negative 6. You draw your line with arrows. Make sure you draw arrows. And this is it. So there's your graph. Number 4, same process, right? Nothing difficult with these. All right, number 4, to find the x-intercept, you're going to let y equal 0. And so if I let y equal 0, I'm going to have 8x minus 4 times 0 equals 16. 4 times 0 is 0, so this is 8x minus 0, which is still 8x, right? Dividing both sides by 8 to get x by itself, so I found my x-intercept to be 2. So as an ordered pair, this is going to be 2, comma 0. So when the graph crosses the x-axis, the y-coordinate is 0. For the y-intercept, we're going to let x equal 0. So this time we have 8 times 0 minus 4 times y equals 16. 8 times 0 is 0. 0 subtract 4y is a negative 4y equals 16. Dividing both sides by negative 4, I get my y-intercept to equal a negative 4. 16 divided by negative 4 is a negative 4. So this becomes 0, negative 4. So the y-intercept, x is 0. Now we're going to plot those points. So 2 zeros here. 0, negative 4 is here. Okay? And then you label. So 2, 0, 0, negative 4. And then you draw your line with arrows. And then finally, number 5, to find the x-intercept, you're going to let y equals 0. So I have 0 equals negative x plus 3. I'm going to go ahead and add x to both sides. And so when I do that, I get x equals 0 plus x is x, negative x plus x is 0, 0 plus 3 is 3. So I found the x-intercept. The x-intercept is 3, so that's going to be 3 comma 0. The y-intercept, you're going to find the y-intercept, you're going to let x equal 0. So this time I get y equals the opposite of 0 plus 3, right? X is 0. The opposite of 0, 0 is still 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. So my y-intercept is 3, so I have the point 0, 3. So we plot those points. So 3 zeros here, 0, 3 is here. Label, this is 0, 3, this is 3, 0, and you draw your line. Make sure you draw arrows. Alright, and we have this. Alright, and so that is the key to topic 28, worksheet 1.